The Simpsons Arcade game, or The Simpsons the video game, as it was known in Japan, was yet another fantastic scrolling beat-em-up based upon a Western animation by Konami. The game allows up to 4 players to control members of the Simpsons family, as they fight various enemies in order to rescue their kidnapped daughter, Maggie. The Japanese version of the game is considered to be the best. It includes small-scale nuclear bombs that, when thrown, clear all on-screen enemies, as well as a life bar that, unlike the Western version, can accumulate 3 levels of life by eating food when your character's health is full. And in addition, only in this version, the player's life is turned into bonus points after completing a level, and it's totally restored as the next level begins. There are also hidden items, food and weapons, which appear when the player hits specific points on the screen. Even the point system is different, with every character defeated giving the player a certain number of points, while in the Western version, the player only earns a single point by defeating an enemy.
Come back here with my kids!
Blow up your balloon and go after Maggie. Ready? Go!
That's right!
The MS-DOS version was developed by Novatrade, a Hungarian developer who are now known as Apollosa Interactive. I hope I pronounced that right. Personally, I don't rate this company too highly, although some seem to think their Echo the Dolphin games are great. Well, it's a shame we can't think the MS-DOS port of the Simpsons Arcade is great. Visually, it's not that bad. There's a good use of colours, and the actual graphic art isn't all that bad. The sound is pretty weak, mind you. The biggest issue with this game are the controls. Not only are the keyboard settings a joke, but even playing with the joypad, it is a chore. The controls are a little laggy, jumping is as if gravity doesn't exist, and the whole sense of actually inflicting any damage is just not there. Add in the lack of enemies and overall slow pace, and what we're left with is a pretty average port at best. Also by Nova Trade, this C64 port is based upon the PC version. It suffers all the same flaws that plague the MS-DOS port. However, considering this is running on a Commodore 64, it's actually pretty impressive. In fact, I'd say it even plays better than the PC version, mainly due to the hit detection feeling much better. It's still not great, but it is better. What's most impressive though is how complete this port is. Most of the time, arcade ports on the C64 are severely cut back, but not the Simpsons Arcade. Now normally we don't feature emulated versions of games on Battle of the Ports, but since there are only 2 real ports of the Simpsons Arcade game, I've added the 360 version just to show how poorly Backbone Entertainment have done with this emulated version. A game like the Simpsons Arcade deserves the best in screen filter options, such as what M2 did with the Sega collections. Backbone have given us a very poor smudged to death smooth option or regular graphics. The smooth option looks so bad it's as if the game is out of focus, so that's never going to be used. There's also next to no screen size options either, and only 1 border. The bonus content is also pathetic. Poor developer timeline, arcade flyer scans which they just got from the net. I know this because my title card used in this exact show uses the same Japanese flyer that they've got on this game. The only difference is that I actually cleaned mine up and took away all the folding marks from the poster. We've also got things such as a character profile, which just uses graphics from the game, and some sound tests. To be fair, they do have online gameplay, so you can actually have 4 players playing at once. But the choice of choosing between the Japanese and Western ROMs is not really such a big deal, since it's just like booting them up in MAME. In fact, actually, booting these up in MAME would be better because at least you get proper screen resolution and some decent screen filters.
Homer!
Right.
Maggie!
Welcome to your grave, sucker. Where do you think you're going?
And let's take a look at all those versions of Simpsons the Arcade game running side by side.